Maybe, maybe it's supposed to happen now.
And maybe we're already live.
And maybe, what are you doing?
It's time to start, bro. We start on time. But no one else is on time. For shame, for shame, for shame.
Hmm.
If no one shows up in 30 seconds, we're going to Cracker Barrel.
Ten.
You're math. 20 seconds. There's a counter right there. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6.
Time.
5. 4. 3. 2. Two people just popped in.
That was me and you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because you got yours.
Nope.
No. Okay. Identify yourselves.
You got 30 seconds to identify yourself. Or we're going to Cracker Barrel. We already got a like. We ain't even done nothing. I love it. That ain't even me.
Do what?
So we already got a like and we ain't even done nothing yet. Love it. Renee. Rita. Yeah, I guess we're not going to Cracker Barrel.
Hello, Renee. Hello, reader. Read. Rita.
Mary. Mary, you can change your name as many times as you want. Don't listen to this guy. Change it tonight. Go ahead. Don't let him scare you. Don't let him intimidate you.
man!
Aloha.
Aloha, my brother. I do it to
You
right
almost did it right.
No, I
You
did.
almost did it right.
I
Then you
do.
stuck out that finger.
Absolutely.
It's this. We've been over this 1,000 times. Aloha.
Aloha, brother.
Because Mary, this man, every time he calls me, demands I change my voicemail answering machine.
I do not. I just hang up on it.
And so you've never said, and I quote, change your stupid answer machine.
Not to
Because
my knowledge.
because it gets me every time.
No, it does not get me anymore.
Y'all seen those voicemails where someone will be like, oh, hi, how's it going? Well, doing whatever.
It ain't got me in a long time.
So then I started answering the phone like that. My voicemail goes, talk to me.
Pointer finger down.
He means
There.
again.
Right.
Once again, bro, you are wrong and I am right. Aloha. Pointer finger down.
All right.
Right.
Aloha, everybody.
Lord have mercy.
Hey.
He just said I was right again.
Hey.
Aloha.
You got his shirt on.
I've worn this shirt every Tuesday since I got it.
I ain't got that shirt on because I didn't do laundry.
You're blending in with space, brother.
I know.
Yes, we are still in space for at least 2 more weeks.
Okay, I gotta say something real quick about the election. You do realize that Vice President Harris told all Christians to go to the other side and vote for the Republicans. Mm-hmm. She don't want Christians voting on the Democratic ticket.
I mean,
that was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So, if you're a believer in Christ and
take VP Kamala's advice and do what she says.
All right.
I mean, a truer words had never been spoken out of the White House in the past 4 years.
I don't go where I don't belong.
Mhm.
So,
Not invited? Fine.
I mean, maybe that's just us. I don't know. But yes, Elijah. There you go, Mary.
Everyone using them big words today.
Elijah's not big, it's small.
Mercedes.
It's small. So,
Like that TikTok you were watching, that woman was using all them big words. I was just like, turn it off, bro. That go. She was saying words I had to think about. And I was supposed to be on vacation.
you know you can take a vacation anytime you want.
I did. From my 9 to 5.
Okay.
Was the warehouse still standing when you drove by?
Barely.
Okay.
I think there was one side left.
That is doing better than I thought. Anyway.
So
Inside joke on that one, y'all.
yesterday, right before my live stream, I got the news that my mother passed away. This year, I don't want to set a bad example, but you know, I have lost both parents, 2 of my fur babies, and then numerous people that I call my friends.
Mm-hmm.
One was Marvin not too long ago. So it is an important topic to cover because, well,
Well, she did make it.
I thought she was supposed to be a Cracker Barrel. Did you stuck your food down, Karen?
Did she eat like me?
Yeah,
No, there ain't no way Granny's already done eating.
I mean that's pretty darn quick, ain't it? Things that make you go,
Or did she just check her box of attendance and leave?
Oh, things that make you go. Y'all don't give Karen a hard time.
What was all that you were saying before we went live?
I was saying,
I said you want the sarcastic answer, and I emphasized the sarcasm before I initiated the answer.
yeah, because
Okay. Anyway.
You know I would be prone to bring that up during the live stream.
Anyway.
Because Sister Karen.
Anyway.
Because.
Anyway.
Wait a minute. You put the idea in my head, and then you keep interrupting me and can't let me be sarcastic.
Just in case she's actually watching.
Is she watching?
I don't know.
Regal apples took one and saw that it appeared slightly wrinkled but very edible. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. If it was a gold colored apple, I would have checked, make sure it wasn't pure gold first. Just saying. Okay, you're an apple enthusiast.
Good.
Awesome.
So anyway.
Okay, back on track.
Tough here.
No, back on track.
Yeah.
To my sarcasm.
No, we're not going there right now. We're talking about the tough year. Before you make my year any tougher. Oh, they're waiting on food.
Oh.
Now that makes sense.
Waiting on. It's Cracker Barrel, not a 5-star restaurant. How long does it take to get food?
For 4.
Oh.
For 4, not just 1 or 2. For 4.
Where's ours? I'll take the country fried steak, please.
Yeah, you gotta go breakfast.
No.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Eric.
Condolences ain't a big word. It just looks big.
What's your definition of a big word?
One you have to think about when you read it.
The condolences.
Condolences is not a big word. Condolences is an easy word.
Is that hillbilly logic? Because that math don't
That's hillbilly math.
Because that math
Look,
don't
we've
math.
done went over girl math. We've had boy math, dog math. So yeah, we're finally at hillbilly math. I'm still working on Christian math. That one's going to be complicated to explain. One on a whiteboard.
Did you see what Brooke said?
Wow, I haven't heard of a Macintosh in forever.
What do you mean? I got 2 of them. She talked about Macintosh as an apple. What are you thinking?
I was thinking of that old computer that I started with way back when.
Oh. No.
You know, the big old square
Yeah,
box,
I know what you're talking about.
dial-up internet.
I wasn't interested in computers then. Okay.
I can still hear that dial-up internet. That annoying ringing in the ear.
What do you think it means?
Again, when I hear the word Macintosh, I think of the old school computers from way back in the 90s.
I'll think of the updated ones.
I don't think of that as a Macintosh. I think of it as a Mac Air.
It's a Mac. Hello? Lord help them.
You gonna get on topic?
This is on topic. Okay. And thank you. Thank you. Tell Lori and your mom I said thank you. All right. So, because of this, I thought it was a good subject to cover because mourning as closure is very good. And it is something that all should go through. And I thought we'd talk a little bit about tonight. And for instance, one thing is, of course, to find the positive that's there. Okay. So that's one thing. Now, in my case, it's a little more complex than what it is for most people. How do I say this nicely?
Be right back, y'all. And action. Oh wait, we're live. We're not doing a recording. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
For GigaTV.com.
That's
Check
right.
it out.
So I'll put it like this. I left the house at an early age. And although I always wanted to have some sort of relationship with my mother, that never really happened. I'm trying. And so for me, I don't have a lot of positive memories like in most people. that have a relationship with their parents, the best thing, and one way to look at it is that you had X amount of years and that you had that many to learn from them. And that's something you can hold on to. All right. So I really don't have that. But what I can and what I am working on is now that there is closure in the fact that I no longer have to search. I'm trying to get is that there's closure in the fact that there's an end, that there isn't going to be a close relationship. Okay. I'm trying to be delicate because I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression. My parents were good people and all that. Okay. Anyhow, so I want to encourage people, one, when you're dealing with a loss, change it around to where you remember the good things instead of continually reliving the fact you lost them. For instance, with my dad now, I have got this. And the watch, actually, too. He left both those things to me. But the main thing is to deal with the emotions, experience the emotions, and then you settle it. You're allowing yourself to feel the sadness and all, in which, yes, I'm allowing myself to, because even though we never developed a relationship, that doesn't mean that I don't love them. And that doesn't mean that there is still hurt there. So I am going to experience those emotions. And then when you're experiencing the emotions, you're releasing them. So they don't stay bottled up inside. And so that you don't keep reliving them. It's important not to get stuck in the past and create a program. That's huge, and that's number one. Now, the period of time, and let me state this. I am no expert. I am not a trained grief counselor. Okay, this is just what I've learned because, unfortunately, in doing what I do and ministering to people, I get close to a lot of people, and unfortunately, some of them die. And so I had to real early on, and there are people that just deal with little stuff. busted knees, backs, that kind of stuff. But then there's those of us that deal more with the life and death than with some do. So I deal a lot with the life and death. And so therefore I had to learn and learn quickly how to mourn and jump right back up.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those, it's kind of a combined thing to where I am looking for the positive factor because I learned from this person. And now, sometimes I'll make a list of what I learned from them. In my dad's case, and a lot of other cases, I can look at it as if they are still with me because technically they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We just can't see them. And so we don't know, or what I want to say. So it's simply a matter of we can't see them. They're still with us. And I do believe that. I believe that they can give us a lot of signs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a song on the radio might come on that reminds you of them.
Mm-hmm.
Butterflies may just suddenly appear. That's one thing that happened with me. And for me, butterflies are very significant because I've even got a tattoo of a butterfly. And so is understanding that we just don't have them where you can reach out and smack them. But it's experiencing the emotions and getting them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, and the times will vary. You know, for one person, maybe 2 weeks. Another person may take longer.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like back in the winter when I lost my grandpa in Louisville. Now, it wasn't up until recently that I started allowing myself to get back in that side of the family's lives, and we'll leave it at that. When I got the call that my grandpa died, for a brief period of time, there was I could have seen him more, I could have done this, I could have done that. But for me, shutting that out quickly in just the few years that I had with him, I learned a lot. And focusing on the positive, the quicker the positivity for me brought it to peace faster, if that makes sense.
Yes, that makes absolute sense. But you experienced the mourning phase
Mm-hmm.
and you got that out. And then you looked at the positive factors, then the fact that your life was blessed.
Even in the short time I do have with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
And-
instead of focusing on like, oh, I could have done more, be like, this is what I had, run with that.
Exactly. For some people, it may just be that at least I spent time with them
Yeah.
for X amount of years. But the main thing is get the emotions out.
Mm-hmm.
You get them out by experiencing them.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, even embracing the experience. And embracing the experience sounds like not a good thing. But it's in the embracing that experience. Okay, this is what I'm feeling right now. I am sad. And it is recognizing that, and that's how you are released from it.
Well, your phone's on 20%. I was charging it.
Oh, it's always low.
But anyway, what you're saying is, to bring it up in layman's terms, don't bottle up your emotions.
That's hillbilly terms.
That's the saying I've heard my whole life. Don't bottle up your emotions.
Experience them.
All right, what we got? Eric, Jesus equated familiar with suffering and pain, Isaiah 53:3. Note, if Jesus did then, he would not understand like really understand me and you.
Right.
Yep.
You remember with Lazarus, Jesus cried. And he knew he was going to raise Lazarus from the dead.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Brother Jamie, it's sad to see them go to be with the Lord, but the good news is we will see them again. If they were in pain, not anymore, because they're with Jesus. Remembering the positive is good.
Okay. Jamie, was that Jamie?
That was Jamie.
That's a valid comment. My next words is not to invalidate your comment. Okay. This is just me personally.
Cutting out the saying that everyone says.
Right. I do not like, well, they're not in pain anymore because I get it. And in fact, I said that when it came to my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did say that.
I said it with my grandpa with the issues he was having.
Yes. But I want the reason why I dislike it is because that's what you hear from people that don't believe in healing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least they're in heaven now. Look, God gave us the authority to heal people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to be speaking like, well, at least now they're not in pain. That's just me. This is not criticism at all, Jamie. Okay?
Jamie, I truly believe when you typed that out, it came from the heart. But so many others say it as the for lack of better words, the cop out comment.
And like I said, I used it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's Eric got?
All right. Next comment, Brother Eric. And being respectful, I'm assuming this is
Absolutely.
and being respectful that there is no certain way to mourn or how long or when. We are all different and laugh and cry different, and it's okay to be real and talk it out. If Jesus wept, then it's okay.
Yes. And like I said, feel what you're feeling. Do not run from it. Embrace it. It may be laughter.
And don't stare at someone who laughs at a funeral, because some people that's their way. He can stare at a funeral. Renee, I've never found comfort in things like when they say we will see. We will see them again. I have to die to see them again? Question mark. I hate grief so much.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that saying. But the thing is, we all do grieve, and however we grieve, as long as we embrace the process and we get out of our symptoms, don't get stuck in it. Okay, that is, if you get nothing else out of all this, that's why I want people to get out of. Experience it, then let it go.
Rita, I went through I should have done this or that. It is a phase, yes. Had her mom die, but I finally realized I did the best I could. And there you go. I mean, if that's what it took for you, then because I mean, I'm sure everyone has that thought of I could have done more. Jamie understood. We knew you would, Jamie. Renee, 2020. I still can't think about it without.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
As long as you're not stuck there,
Mm-hmm.
okay? You know, there are still times people that I ministered to, that I've been gotten close to, that have died.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still times when I think about them and I will feel sad and I may shed some tears, but I'm not stuck there anymore. That's
Mm-hmm.
the main thing. That's my biggest point. And I actually have a friend that's a Christian grief counselor. I just didn't realize I was going to have this, and so otherwise I would have invited her to come on. But anyhow, to me, what's gotten me through it, one, I go through my music phase
Mm-hmm.
in which and it's different music, but most of it is just pop in my head and I'll play it. And then I experience whatever emotions I'm experiencing at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And it can even be confusing. Let me see what it is. Okay.
And Tony's gonna take that phone call real quick. But yes, the biggest thing I would encourage, or for me, and this is the way I can encourage it, is get to the positive. Getting to the positive is getting to the peace. Okay, Melinda Turner. Hey, Melinda, what's going on, my friend? My dad was a wonderful pastor and preacher, held hundreds of revivals, baptized hundreds, led so many to the Lord. When he died in November, it's been so hard. Hey, Melinda, yes. Yes, Melinda. But again, yes, it is hard. And yes, there are going to be times still, but just get to the positive as soon as possible. Don't stay in the negative. And I know that's easier said than done. This is not an easy topic, especially when your bro leaves you for a phone call. Nah, he had to take that. Let's see, make sure we didn't miss any come. Okay. Real quick, waiting on Tony Fish with that phone call. Make sure to check out GANTV.com. Plenty of powerful. There you go. Again, I mean, everyone's answer is going to be a little different for what works for them. But just, the general broad open statement of getting to the positive will get you to the peace. That's just a general good saying. There you go, Jamie. Yeah, well, I can hear Tony wrapping up that phone call. Make sure to check us out on GANTV.com. And we are growing to all these different streaming platforms. And GAN is growing, and not just us, Tony and Zane. And there's so many other great, great channels. GAN TV is on Roku, Rita. They started off with Roku, then obviously the website. I know they're working to get towards Apple TV, not Firefox, the Samsung TV. They're working on, eventually they're going to be on all streaming services. Yes, GAN TV is on Roku. Let's see. Thank you, Jamie. Tony's still wrapping up that. Jamie, Tony, and Zane, they stayed together. They just instead of doing the YouTube thing, they focusing on GAN, and when it posts on GAN, then Tony will set it to the YouTube channel or to that YouTube channel. But they are on GAN or that. The Miraculous Gospel Healing Show is on GAN. Let me make sure I'm right. There it is. Yes, when the series posts on GAN, then after it's posted on GAN for the allotted time, then they transition it to the YouTube channel. I'll verify that with Tony when he gets back here.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you go.
Anything new? Yeah. I think our video posts Monday morning at like 2 or 3 in the morning. Then Miraculous Gospel of Healing is Friday morning, like 2 or 3.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption.
Say hi to Melinda. She's one of my people.
Hi, Melinda, one of CJ's people. I didn't know there was a your people and my people. Okay. Okay. So, okay, GAN TV, you can find it on Roku, or you can simply what do you mean when is Tony and Zane coming back together? When have we been apart?
I said y'all have primarily transitioned to GAN TV, and then when a series post, then y'all transition it to the YouTube.
Yeah.
But you wait for the full series to be done before you post on YouTube, right? I don't want to misspeak. I was trying to answer the question.
That would be good if that was the truth. The truth is, I've just been so caught up in things. When I have a spare day, I try to upload a whole bunch of them at one time. But editing for both of the shows, that's been consuming a lot of my time along with ministering to people. And so sometimes it's just a matter of finding a few seconds.
And then sometimes you need 26 hours in a day.
Yes. So,
to get the fastest, GANTV.com.
yes. You can hear, well, after this month, you're going to be able to find us on Fire TV, on Apple TV, on.
I mentioned all that.
Okay.
I said GAN TV is growing to all the different streaming services, Apple, Fire, and then.
Yeah, we're going to be on all them. And so, but
all the excuses if you can't find us are getting less and less, y'all.
But I'm still confused why Jamie asked when me and Zane are getting back together. I don't think we've been apart. When have we been apart?
I'm wondering if he missed the time. I wonder if he missed the times on the GAN TV, the upload time on GAN. Yeah, that's what I went with. Y'all, Miraculous uploads on Friday mornings at what, 2 a.m., 3 a.m.?
It's live.
Yeah.
It's live at 1:30.
Okay.
On Saturday mornings.
Saturday mornings. Okay.
Saturday mornings at 1:30. We're Tuesdays at midnight. But that's for the live.
Yeah.
Y'all can just go to the on demand.
Miraculous Gospel Healing.
And listen to them all.
Yep.
And when I get off my fourth point of contact, then I can turn around and get them on the YouTube channel, which is the Miraculous Gospel Healing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but we've got a ton of stuff there already. So it's not like we don't have stuff for y'all to listen to.
Yep.
Okay. Anything new? Jamie! Jamie!
I've already answered these, bro.
Oh.
We can roll on.
You answered anything new?
Yes.
What'd you answer?
As said, again, it's primarily on the GAN network now,
Oh.
and it will be uploaded to YouTube at a later date.
Oh.
But if you're specifically waiting for YouTube, then you're going to be waiting. If you want the fastest thing, cantv.com, or check out future streaming services coming soon.
You got that down. Okay.
Okay. Trust your bro. We're good.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Melinda says, hi, Tony. Let's see. Yes, I praised my way out of it just like King David.
She mentioned she talked about her dad losing her dad.
Oh. And that's another tool in the belt. Praise is always praise and worship and gratitude is always available and it works.
Mm-hmm.
It brings you out of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
God don't need the praise for himself.
No.
You're not praising him to satisfy this huge ego. That would be the god Zeus,
See,
not our God.
when Melinda said that, I was like, everyone's going to be a little different. But the broad open statement is, the sooner you get in the positivity, the sooner you get to peace. Now, whatever it takes for you to get to the positivity, everyone's going to be different. But
Yes.
just a broad open statement.
Right.
Get to the positivity, get to the peace.
Yes.
Again, I totally handled this, bro. You'd have been proud.
I'm proud.
No,
I'm not.
He's proud of me. Y'all heard it. He's so proud.
Tell me how you gained some muscle. My 24-inch python.
That ain't 24-inch. That's 12 and a half at best. Do we need to get the measuring tape again? Okay. Now you got a little stronger, but I didn't try.
Okay.
I didn't
Last time I
squeeze.
went to NTV and looked for yours. So the new don't go first. The way right now it goes from left to right. The new stuff is on the end. That's the way they have it.
It's opposite of YouTube. YouTube
Right.
puts the new stuff first, and then
Right.
you go to the old stuff.
On the demand right now, this is right now until the 29th. Because as of the 29th, there's going to be a complete redo.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got to come up with design where, because there's no longer going to be all the episodes, what you have to do is it'll be all of us hosts, and you'll click on us, and then it'll show all of it. So everything's going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
Than
But
it
it's
is.
all going to be for the growth of GAN, to get grace out there to everyone.
Yes, and it's going to be more organized. And so I'm sure it'll be pretty self-explanatory. That's supposed to launch the new website October 29th. But yeah, the new stuff has never been, you got to go way to the right. So, all right. Oh, trust me, the new ones are there.
Yep.
I may, once I upload them, then I go check, and they're there. I know they're there.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're there because I've checked it. I've even clicked on and listened to it.
It does.
Okay. So, with all that, um, what else? Sorry, I'm a little disconcerted. I got a little bit more bad news, but it'll be okay. Um, I mean, to me, the biggest thing. Oh, I know what. When I took off, I was talking about. So, a lot of people, they don't realize our family members, our spirits, and that they are still around us.
Mm-hmm.
And so, therefore, God sees them as alive. We should see them as alive, and also that they can communicate with us. Now, just to nip it in the bud, we're not talking about witchcraft and doing as who was it? Help me, Eric. Was it David that brought Samuel back, or Saul? Saul.
Oh, he went to that witch woman, whatever,
Right.
and then she freaked out.
Was it David or Saul? I bet you it was Saul.
I think it was Saul.
So anyhow, that's not what we're talking about.
Saul and the Witch of Endor.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Eric coming in clutch like always.
We're not talking about that, okay? What we're talking about is your loved ones as spirit can still communicate with you as much same as God
Mm-hmm.
communicates with us. Okay? Like when my father passed on, the butterflies and blue butterflies hung around me, and I knew that was my father.
Mm-hmm.
And so look for the signs, and I've got news for you. And this is my opinion. Okay? But if your loved ones recently passed on and you've dreamed about them, guess what? That was a visitation. Now, biblical proof, scriptural proof for visitation. Hello? How many times were the apostles, did angels visit the apostles or Abraham,
Mm-hmm.
etc., etc.? So a spiritual being can, and they do it, my opinion, through your imagination. But to me, that is perfectly fine. And be looking for those little subtle things that's your loved ones telling you
Mm-hmm.
whatever they have to talk to you about.
We had a dream about her mom a few years ago about, telling her not to worry about a certain issue.
Amen.
There you go.
Exactly right.
Yeah, we got to read it.
Perfect example right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we should, yeah,
Rosie.
God is not one to limit.
Mm-hmm.
We limit ourselves.
Yep.
Religion limits us,
Mm-hmm.
etc., etc. But there's so many more things that we can experience so that we do live a victorious life in this world now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though hey, bad things are going to happen. But guess what? When we walk through it with the kingdom of God, we will walk through it.
Yep.
There's a lot that we don't understand. And I'm not going to pretend to understand everything. I absolutely don't. But we can get through it because of the love of God. And that is where the Lord gives us the power.
Another good example from Renee right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, one, I just want to encourage people. Two, this was my way to talk and get some of it out. I'm not going to lie about that. But that's something that people are so hesitant to talk about
Mm-hmm.
and needs to be brought up. Because the worst thing you can do is stay in the past, in those emotions and negative ones for an unlimited amount of time. You don't need to do that to yourself. A lot of times you're in fight or flight. And so you're releasing more and more cortisol, which sustains fight and flight is not a good thing. And so that's why it's important to have the peace and joy and love of the Holy Spirit. And I'm going to be the last one to say that's simple and it's easy. It's not. But we can get through it. Yes, you're welcome, Rita. I think it's important to be transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Am I fine? Yes. Am I mourning? Yes. But am I doing fine and okay? Absolutely. I look forward to the day because I will tell you straight off that death is not the release to heaven.
Nope.
It's not the portal to heaven. Enoch proves this. Okay. Jesus is the portal. He's the release. You don't have to die in order to be in heaven. That's wrong thinking. We can get to a place where there is no literal death. Jesus has already established that he defeated death.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is we still think it has to occur.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I believe there will have to be a big culture change. And I
Mm-hmm.
believe that is something that, in order to accomplish it, it needs to be in harmony with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But these are just my beliefs I'm spouting off here. Okay. We should not allow, because death is the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I could say something. I'm going to keep my mouth shut for a minute. Death is the enemy. God does not dictate that we have to die. And before somebody brings it up, I'm going to nail it right now. All men are appointed once to die. That happened at the cross.
Mhm.
Okay? That happened 2,000 years ago. The whole race, the whole Adamic race died. That was your once appointed time to die. Okay. We will get there. So, any more questions, statements, comments? If not,
Just leaving it hanging, bro.
I know you are. Are you ready?
Now, real quick, phones, share, like, subscribe, boom.
You pretend like you were doing it. That's
I
the
already
seat.
did. I already did it.
That's the seat.
Right on your YouTube app on your iPhone. If I hit the like button, it's going to take away a like.
Oh,
So you hit the like button, you hit the share button, you share it to your other platform, hit post.
be blessed
Be healed.
and
Be
be
a blessing. Love y'all.